Travis Kelce happily danced to girlfriend Taylor Swift's song after catching his first touchdown of the new season. The Kansas City Chiefs are gearing up to play the Atlanta Falcons on Sunday Night Football, and while fans are primarily focused on how the team looks on the field, Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce weren't shy in showing off their signature styles before kickoff, as they were heading into the locker room upon arrival at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Mahomes and Kelce were photographed wearing distinctly different, but equally elegant clothes that gave fans a glimpse of their fashion tastes. Mahomes wore an impressive double-breasted suit, while Kelce opted for a more casual look that still featured a coat and tie combination. Their Chiefs teammates also did their best to dress the part ahead of Kansas City's matchup against the Falcons, following up Mahomes and Kelce with even more flair. The back-to-back Super Bowl champion Chiefs are in Atlanta this weekend to take on the Falcons, and Kansas City tight end dressed for the occasion. KC's social media team understood the assignment for Week 3, posting a picture of Kelce in his black suit, tie, and red sneakers with a perfect caption. It read just, happiness, fun, magic, and homage to a sweet moment between Kelce and his girlfriend, pop star Taylor Swift. Swift gave a shout-out to Kelce on stage at the MTV Video Music Awards on September 11 as she accepted the award for Video of the Year for her song, Fortnite. "Everything this man touches turns to happiness and fun and magic, so I want to thank him," the 14-time Grammy winner said of her beau. The caption was in reference to Swift's recent acceptance speech at the awards show, where she took home the Video of the Year award for Fortnite from her Tortured Poets Department album. The thing is that this video seems very sad when you watch it, but it actually was, like, the most fun video to make, Swift, 34, said at the time. "Something that I'll always remember is when I would finish a take and I'd say cut and we'd be done with that take, I would always just hear someone cheering woo from across the studio where we were shooting it. And that one person was my boyfriend, Travis." After 2 home victories, the Kansas City Chiefs are set to head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons in their first road game of the season. With a matchup on Sunday Night Football coming up, Atlanta is hoping to get a second consecutive upset win in primetime. The Falcons made the Philadelphia Eagles look foolish at the end of Monday Night Football in Week 2. Perhaps that gives the Atlanta squad some confidence entering a game against the defending Super Bowl champions. Kirk Cousins will be looking to ride some momentum from the end of the last game into a matchup with Patrick Mahomes. As for the Chiefs' signal caller, last Sunday was arguably one of his worst games ever. Due to that, this makes for an intriguing Sunday night affair against the NFC South for the Kansas City offense. There are multiple players worth highlighting and keeping in mind entering this game. Who can win the one-on-one matchups throughout the course of the game? What are the top key matchups worth monitoring for Sunday? Here are 3 crucial player matchups for Chiefs-Falcons. The slow start from Travis Kelce may not be something that he is greatly worried about, at least from a stats perspective. However, it has been a bit uncharacteristic to see him only get a few targets in each game. One catch against the Bengals was nullified by an offensive penalty, and inside the opponent's 5-yard line. He was credited with a rush against Cincinnati, due to a backward pass. Going up against the Falcons, Kelce will be tested by facing off against 2 veteran safeties that have seen him quite a bit. Jesse Bates, in his second campaign with the Falcons, had some key battles against him while with the Bengals early in his career. And of course, Justin Simmons has been a pesky thorn in the side of the Chiefs here and there from his Broncos days. Both veterans offer great instincts and a nose for the football. Their ball skills may be the best of any safety duo in the entire NFL. Will they be able to take easy throwing windows away when Mahomes wants to hit Kelce? Or, can the tight end shake free and start to pad his stats like we typically see? They may not be viewed as elite or even great offensive tackles in the NFL. However, Jake Matthews and Caleb McGarry have each been solid foundational pieces for a while now in Atlanta. Matthews' stature and heavy hands provide a sound skill set as a blindside protector. Meanwhile, McGarry moves smoothly and has above-average athleticism for a blocker his size. The pass blocking has been a bit up and down from the Atlanta offensive tackles so far. TJ Watt single-handedly dismantled any hope that the Falcons' offense had when he rushed against McGarry. On the other side of this game, George Karlaftis and Mike Dana will be tremendous matchups to monitor. Each of Karlaftis and Dana is going to lean on power and physicality. Less speed to deal with is usually a plus for blockers like Matthews and McGarry. However, the hand counter moves are vast from each of Karlaftis and Dana. If they are asked to run any stunts or games, to boot, can the Falcons' offensive tackles maintain leverage? This is an exciting matchup with the veteran Cousins still getting back to some sense of comfort coming off of last season's torn Achilles. Falcons rushing attack versus Chiefs front seven. Ever since this new Falcons coaching staff came in, fantasy football owners that have Bijan Robinson on their team have rejoiced. Robinson's usage in his rookie season was under great scrutiny last year. But through the first 2 games this season, Atlanta is rightfully giving him continued chances to both run toward the outside edge and have cutback lanes in between the tackles. Robinson has tallied 165 rushing yards on 32 carries so far. His yards per carry mark sits at 5.2 through those 2 contests, but obviously, that is not all. The Falcons have one of the better secondary rushers to lean on, when necessary. Tyler Allgeier is a perfect physical style of runner to offset the quickness that Robinson can bring. Allgeier is never going to be caught going east or west. He truly remains on a north track to charge up the field. In run defense, the Chiefs are in the middle of the pack through 2 games. Most of the damage that they have allowed was to Lamar Jackson in the season opener. Kansas City will have to work heavily to disengage from blocks, something the linebackers struggled with early on. Atlanta did a great job blocking down or climbing to the second level to open up rush lanes last week. If the Chiefs are unable to clog up run fits, the Falcons will take some possessions away from Mahomes and company. Andy Reid and the Kansas City Chiefs visit the Atlanta Falcons in Week 3. After 2 victories over the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals, they're favorites to win the Super Bowl for a 3rd consecutive year. However, injuries are the big problem in 2024 for the defending NFL champions. So far, the Chiefs have already lost Hollywood Brown and Isaiah Pacheco with possible season-ending injuries. Furthermore, the offensive line is also a major issue to protect Patrick Mahomes. That's why, in a surprising move before Sunday Night Football, Reid is ready to make a huge change. According to a report from Ian Rappaport, Andy Reid has decided that Wanya Morris will be the starter at left tackle for the Kansas City Chiefs in a long-awaited matchup against the Atlanta Falcons. The Kansas City Chiefs are making a major lineup change for their Sunday night showdown against the Atlanta Falcons. Sources say Wanya Morris, the second-year offensive lineman, will start tonight's game as the left tackle and blindside protector for quarterback Patrick Mahomes. Second-round rookie Kingsley Suamataia heads to the bench. Suamataia, who won the starting job to begin the 2024 season, held up in the 2024 NFL kickoff game but struggled in Week 2. Rookie Kingsley Suamataia struggled last week against the Bengals, prompting an in-game switch to Wanya